What's up, family? Man, I want to jump on and have another heart-to-heart with you guys. You know what I mean? It is what it is, Man, we have to learn to stay out the way. You know what I mean? We have to learn how to stay out of the way. It's interesting because, we can always get on watch movies, and for some reason, especially like on scary movies and different things of that nature, you always see a situation that's not a healthy situation, it's not a safe situation, and you always have those clueless ass people that's just on one, you know what I mean? Just completely oblivious, completely clueless as to what's going on around them, you know what I mean? And it's a trip because now with cell phones, everybody's walking, I'll be out in public and stuff and just watching people. I love people watching. And people just be on their cell phones, just texting and just, looking at different stuff and walking and not even paying attention to what's going on around them. You know what I mean? Just completely oblivious, No, it could be all kind of crap. People crossing the street, not paying attention. You know what I mean? People walking right into danger and not even paying attention. You know what I mean? We have to learn how to stay out the way. Stay out of the way. It's a trip because you grew up in the hood, you grew up in poor areas, you know what I mean? And it's you learn to read situations, you learn to read your area, you know what I mean? You learn to get a vibe or to get the feel of the place. You could be at a club or you could be walking down the street and you be like, ooh, it just don't feel right. Something's out of place. I can't put my finger on it. Something's not right. It's like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I'm out. And you dip, you know what I mean? Because at any given moment, some shit can pop off. At any given moment, something ain't right. That means that, man, motherfuckers about to come out with their shit, you know what I mean? And start pop, 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 pop. And so you gone, you know what I mean? Because it don't feel right. It's something's out of place. It's too quiet. It's just on an easy feeling. It could be anything, and it's your intuition let you know you out of place. Get the fuck on, get on before you get stepped on. You know what I mean? And so you keep yourself out of certain situations. You could be walking down the street or you get on a train or get on a bus and you see certain things. It's like, ooh, oh, hell no, I'm out. You know what I mean? And you wait for the next train, you wait for the next bus, you go get on another train, you know what I mean? But not to put yourself in certain situations because anything can pop off. You know what I mean? We've learned how to stay out of the way. It's a trip because I'm 52 years old, and you don't get to be 52 years old having grown up in the hood, being all up in the fucking mix. You know what I mean? You don't get to be that old, always in everything, you know what I mean? With your hands on everything in everybody's fucking business, you know what I mean? Because that shit's unhealthy. That could get your fucking wig split open. You know what I mean? That could get you stomped the fuck out. That could get you to catch a couple bullets, you know what I mean? That wasn't even intended for you, but you at the wrong fucking place at the wrong fucking time. Learn to stay out of the way. Why am I having this conversation? Because it's a trip because we learn how to navigate through life. We learn how to navigate through those certain and tough and difficult situations. But the great majority of us have never learned how to stay out of our own fucking way. We know how to stay out of the way of everybody in the fucking hood. We know how to stay out of the way of the cops. We know how to stay out of the way of teachers and, our bosses at work and all this other shit. We learned how to, when we're in toxic ass relationships, we learned how to stay out of our husband's way, our wife's way, you know what I mean? Our parents' way. We've learned how to stay out of the way. But what we haven't learned, for the great majority of us, is how to stay out of our own fucking way. And what am I saying? We think too fucking much. We've never learned how to shut off our fucking ego. We've never learned how to shut off our fucking mind. And so our mind, I got mints in my mouth. Our mind is constantly spinning. We don't know how to shut this shit down. And so it's running 24/7, 365. You know what I mean? You can't go to sleep at night because you lay up there just tossing and turning, thinking about what you shoulda, coulda, woulda did, what you shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda said. You know what I mean? And we just thinking about all this shit. over and over and over, and all the people who's dogged us out, all the people who said something wrong. And it could be good stuff that we're thinking about, but we haven't learned how to shut off our fucking brain. We haven't learned how to shut off our fucking mind. And the trip was years ago. And it was when I'm having this conversation because somebody brought it up in one of the comments, but I've talked about this a couple times in some of my older videos. And in the past, when I was a lot younger, I used to think, man, I'm such a fucking deep thinker. You know what I mean? I'm so fucking deep. I'm so fucking wide. That's why I lay up at night thinking about all this shit. You know, everybody else's ass is fucking sleep, and my ass is sitting there thinking about all this deep shit. You know what I mean? My ass is thinking about, you know, the the laws of I can't say it, thermodynamics and just all kinds of shit. You know, I'm just on some other stupid shit, right? And so I'm laying there just processing all this shit. And one day God had to tell me, Elijah. And I'm not even paying attention to him that he's calling me because I'm so fucking lost in my thoughts. You know what I mean? I hear him, but I don't hear him because I'm focused on all my fucking shit. And so he's calling my name, Elijah. That's not wise. Elijah, that's not deep. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Thinking is deep. You know what I mean? And the stuff that I'm not thinking about superficial shit. I'm not thinking about shallow ass shit. I'm thinking about some deep ass shit. You know? He said, Elijah, that's not wise. Elijah, that's not deep. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What are you talking about? He said, Elijah, you got issues you haven't dealt with. That's why you were laying there thinking about all this shit. You can't go to sleep at night, and so you don't give your body the fucking rest it needs. And so you get up in the morning dragging and unprepared. You're not operating at your optimal level because you never got the rest you needed. Because you stayed up thinking about stupid ass fucking shit. And your ego had you so fucked up and so twisted because you're thinking about deep shit. You was thinking that you were doing the right thing. I said, Elijah, you have to learn to meditate. You have to learn how to shut that shit down so that your mind, so that your body can get the rest that it needs. Learn to shut the shit down. It's like the fucking TV. The TV will stay on all fucking day, all fucking long. You know what I mean? When I was a kid growing up, man, the TV would, after the show, I think like midnight, you know, 11:50 something, they would play the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner national anthem. And then after that went off, man, it was like the white noise, you know, it was like black and white and little shit, right? And that was it. TV was off. It was still on, but it was just making that fucking noise. One shit coming through. It was just all fucking noise. Because the programming shut down, but all you got now is fucking noise. And that's what's going on in our minds. You know, we're laying there and we're just getting all this fucking noise. Just noise for no fucking reason. Noise because we haven't learned how to shut the shit down. And so we wonder, man, why am I so stressed out? Why am I so all over the place? Why is my mind so fucking scattered? Why do I just keep getting all these fucking thoughts all the time? Because you haven't learned how to take control over your own fucking mind. The great majority of us don't have control over our own fucking mind. And so by meditating, you learn how to shut the shit down. By meditating, you learn how to take control of your mind. By meditating, you learn how to focus on what you want to focus on. Just because all these crazy ass thoughts come to your mind don't mean that you have to entertain them. Just because all these crazy ass thoughts come to you don't mean you have to dwell on that shit. Don't mean that that's what you're supposed to be thinking about. We have to learn how to grow the fuck up. It's crazy that nobody's ever taught us how to fucking think. Nobody's ever taught us how to shut our fucking mind down. They teach us every fucking thing else, but how to shut this shit down, shut out the fucking noise. It's the truth, because New York is so fucking loud. It's so fucking loud. Just noise all the time. You get on the subway, noise. Get on the buses, noise. Because there's so many fucking people. Walking down the street, it's noise. People, yeah. All the fucking cars, all the construction, just noise. All the raggedy ass fucking music, just noise. And so we're overwhelmed emotionally. We're overwhelmed spiritually. Because we got all this shit coming at us. And then when we go home, we don't know how to shut this shit off. And we're on our fucking phones all the fucking time. We don't know how to disconnect. We don't know how to get connected to God. And you get connected to God's source, universe, the Most High, whatever you want to call it, by meditating. By saying, I'm done. I'm disconnecting. I'm unplugging from the fucking matrix. I could be in the fucking world, but I'm not of the world. What am I saying? Just because I'm here don't mean that I'm connected to all the bullshit. Just because I'm here don't mean that I'm taking in all the fucking bullshit. Why? Because I have control over my mind. I don't have to look at everything that pops up on my fucking social media feeds. I don't have to look at everybody's fucking posts. I don't give a fuck about everybody's fucking posts. So I learned to control what I think about. I tell you guys all the time, everything is frequency. Everything is energy. What frequency are you operating on? You get shit bombarding you all damn day long. Don't mean that you have to get on that fucking frequency. You choose what frequency you're going to be on. And so when crazy ass fucking thoughts come to my mind, or I'm in a place, man, that I can't get out of for whatever reason, and it's just fucking noise and just hell and just madness, I could get caught up in all the bullshit. I could get overwhelmed with all the bullshit. Or I could sit there and say, nah, I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to think about this. Why? Because I've learned to control what my mind is focused on. I've learned to control what I entertain. That's grown people shit. You learn to control what you think about. You learn to control what you entertain. Everybody can't talk to me because a lot of people talking stupid shit. And I ain't got time for it, so I'll get up and walk away. And if I can't walk away, I'll put on some headphones, or I'll start singing to myself or thinking to myself about some other shit, some positive shit, some high frequency shit. The choice is yours. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. If you're consuming noise and toxic, negative shit, then that's what's inside your mind. That's what's inside your spirit. You have to grow up. Man, I hope and pray that something's been said that helps you understand that you are responsible for what you think about. You are responsible for what you entertain. You are responsible for the fact that you think too much. And it's not even that you think too much. It's just fucking noise. It's fucking a distraction. It's crap to keep you from getting in high alignment. It's crap to keep you from getting in alignment with God, source, the universe, the Most High. It's crap to keep you on a low frequency. That's all it is. It's a distraction. You have to grow up and understand, man, I'm not going to entertain this shit. I'm not going to think about this bullshit. I'm going to put myself on a frequency, on a high frequency. So every time I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about positive shit. Every time I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about beautiful shit. Why? Now my body's more relaxed. My mind is relaxed. I sleep better. I wake up more refreshed. You are responsible and accountable for how you think and what you think about. You are responsible and accountable for how you live your life. Learn to stay out of the way. Learn to shut the shit down. That's your job. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.